Hi friends, welcome back to my channel iQOO. In this I'm going to compare the Realme GT versus Realme GT Neo 2 device. Which phone is really the best option to buy right now? Yes friends, right now in the Flipkart you can actually buy the Realme GT device for about 28,999 rupees, and for the Snapdragon 888 processor, and Realme GT Neo 2 which has got 23,000 rupees as well in the Flipkart sale. But right now it's not available, but just a couple of days back the deal was available, and few of the users are actually having some kind of doubts that should we cancel the Realme GT Neo 2 order and buy the Realme GT device or not, and what are the differences, like which phone does make a lot of sense to buy with this kind of price range. So that's what my main intention of making this video exactly at this moment. So first thing is that the price difference between these both phones is close to 6,000 rupees different. In case if you buy the Realme GT Neo 2 with the offer, that's the difference between these two phones, 23,000 rupees and 29,000 rupees between these both phones. Next thing is regarding the processor. You can clearly see friends, processor which is of Snapdragon 888 chipset versus Snapdragon 870. So definitely friends, no doubt the Snapdragon 888 processor is powerful, but that will definitely generate a lot of heat in the Snapdragon 888 processor. I have used the Realme GT device with me and I did experience slightly kind of heating problems as well. That's not something to do with the Realme, but something to do with the processor itself. We can clearly see, so all the benchmarks, every time the phone used to increase up to 40, 41, 42 degrees temperatures, very high, and the benchmark difference between these both phones is exactly 1 lakh and 1,20,000 kind of difference is there between these both phones at this moment. You can clearly see friends the difference between these both phones. So overall, so regarding the benchmarks and everything, Realme GT is very powerful, but the heating will be there. And battery runs mobile game 90 FPS you can actually play in the Realme GT by default. Yes, you can actually play without any problem. Realme GT Neo 2, still there is no 90 FPS update at this moment. Look at the CPU throttling graph. It looks completely good in the Realme GT Neo 2 in the Snapdragon 870. In clearly events, very good and stable throughout the time, very stable. Even the Realme GT is also pretty good, not bad, but when compared with the Snapdragon 870 is really the good one. Not much heating as well in the Snapdragon 870 anyway. So overall friends, if you ask me regarding the performance, if you want battery runs mobile game 90 FPS, then go for the Realme GT device. If you want that Snapdragon 888 type of high performance level processor, then go for it. If you want like stable and very cool and not much heating problems with the very good stable performance, then go for the Realme GT Neo 2 device. So regarding the display and the camera, there is nothing much major differences between these both phones, not at all, because small screen and big screen and 120Hz refresh rate AMOLED panel, so not a difference huge between these two phones. And black color crush issue and all those things can be there in only some units, not all the phones anyway. But the camera part, Realme GT I do feel slightly little bit advantage, not a huge, just a little bit, because right now most of the Realme phones, they do have this display and the camera thing in common. They look kind of very similar. They won't do much modification and improvements in terms of the camera. Recently the Realme 9 Pro Plus is really good in terms of the camera in this price, but these phones are kind of pretty close to each other regarding the display and the camera part. So next thing is regarding the battery backup. Realme GT Neo 2 is fantastic regarding the battery backup. I used to get 8 hours of screen on time minimum in this device. 8 hours minimum screen on time. That's really fantastic friends in the Realme GT Neo 2 device regarding the screen on time. And charging speed is also pretty fast in the Realme GT Neo 2. It used to take only 36 minutes and 37 minutes of time in the Realme GT Neo 2 device. Realme GT takes about 30 minutes of time to charge completely. Screen on time, I used to get 6 hours of screen on time in the Realme GT because of heating issues and all those problems Snapdragon. So battery used to drain slightly faster than the Realme GT Neo 2. So battery backup is the Realme GT Neo 2. Charging speed, Realme GT, because less battery capacity and fast charging is kind of possible. So these are the few advantages. And next, build quality wise, Realme GT has got 3.5mm headphone jack. That's fantastic friend. That's a pretty good advantage in the Realme GT device if you ask me, when compared with the Realme GT Neo 2. And only few Snapdragon 888 processors phones will be having this kind of 3.5mm jack. That's really good option at this moment. That's what I do feel. And regarding the Realme GT Neo 2 and build quality wise, both are kind of pretty close and nothing much huge difference. In display fingerprint scanner and same placement, everything is there. So overall friends, these are the few advantages comparing between these both phones. Realme GT has got 3.5mm jack and Snapdragon 888 processor, slightly powerful chipset which you can actually get in this device. And apart from that, nothing much huge difference I did feel in the Realme GT device regarding the processor and everything. And when it comes to the Realme GT Neo 2, which has got advantage of low price, Snapdragon 870, slightly less heating will be there in the Realme GT Neo 2, and big screen display will be there in the Realme GT Neo 2 device. So this is a quick comparison between these both phones. Connectivity same thing, nothing much huge difference. Meanwhile, signing off friends, thank you for watching. Until next video for more updates, and bye.